Good day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be revisiting the best Lowe's in the DFW market. This is the one off of McDermott Road. Thank you guys for tuning in again for another big box plant shopping tour. And today we are going to be looking at the reason why this place has such healthy plants. I heard that it was watering day, so let's see if it's true that they actually water and take care of the plants. So we're going to go ahead and walk in here at this Lowe's. It looks like there's still not a lot of plants out in the outside part of the garden center. They do have the winter hardy plants like the petunias, the cyclamen, and all the other seasonal plants that grow well in the winter at Dallas. But we also wanted to go look at this ornamental kale right here. I don't know if you guys actually grow this in your landscapes, but these are really gorgeous as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're gonna go walk into this Lowe's and see what's going on with their plants. I visited this Lowe's a couple of days ago, so we'll see what kind of plants these look like. So as you can see, it's a different type of lighting situation. When I visited, it was in the evening, and look at how beautiful the light is hitting these plants. For all my Grow Foldies, my plant Foldies, thank you for tuning in the live premiere chats. I'm having a lot of fun interacting with y'all. And as you can see, this is a beautiful philodendron moonlight by Urban Jungle. So I love these neon plants. I've talked about this before. I'm in the hunt for a philodendron moonlight. This is a beautiful variegated Schefflera by Urban Jungle for $22.26. Really nice planter here. That's the thing that I like about big box stores, particularly Lowe's. Their presentation for plants is stellar, and this Lowe's is particularly good about keeping healthy looking plants. So as you can see, we have a philodendron lemon lime right here. Very beautiful cordatum. I definitely want to get one of these as well. I think these are 14 something. I'm going to be looking for a hanging basket of that because look at how stunning the yellow neon leaves are. I actually think this is prettier than the Epipremnum aureum neon pothos. Let me know in the comments or in the chat if you think so. And then we have a Peperomia ortusifolia variegata. Very nice looking plant as well. I definitely feel like if I'm going to buy any plants today, this would be the Lowe's in all of the locations I've been to so far that I would purchase plants. I trust that we would talk about looking at all of these plants and how healthy they look. And we'll go ahead and look over here. So it looks like this section got moved around. And look, here is our Hydra helix. And then we have another philodendron moonlight here, another Epipremnum aureum golden pothos. That Hydra helix is actually looking a little bit bare. I don't know if the spider mites have already infiltrated the Hydra helix, but that was only a couple of days ago. So you let me know. We can take a look at it again in a couple of days. But as you guys can see, look at how full and lush this Lowe's location is off of McDermott Road in Allen, Texas. I was actually fascinated by this particular Hydra helix. It has like curling leaves, and it doesn't have that like maple shaped type of leaves like a Hydra helix would. I just wish I could get the plant ID. So Costa Farms, please give us that. And I love this snow white waffle plant. Like, I love the pink and cream variegation. And yep, you're right. Look at this. There is an employee that is actually watering the plant. So that's a very good sign for it. But I can't keep staring at this snow white waffle plant. Like, I've been looking at it for quite a while. I think I'm in the hunt to get one today because they have a lot of restocked ones. So we'll see if I end up picking up one. I love the pink cream variegation. I'm thinking of getting like the snow white, the purple waffle plant, and the Belgian waffle. So all three of them by Exotic Angels Costa Farms. These, I believe, are somewhere around the $5 mark. And then these ones right over here are some Rex begonia. So a subscriber told me that not all Rex begonias will have a cultivar ID just because there's thousands of them. So I totally get it. But look at how beautiful this one is right here. So it means that I can probably like name this one whatever I want to call it. But yes, I saw this one right here. These ones are for $7.97. Not bad price for a 4-inch potted plant. And then we have some more hanging baskets right over here. This is our classic cordatum. We have some more Rex begonia right over here. We have another Hydra Helix, little Herman. And I just want to pan over here, and the employee said it was okay for me to take a look. I actually have the same garden hose sprinkler thing, but as you can see that they are watering the plants, so that's awesome. And I think that's the reason why we have some really good plants at this Lowe's location. So I'm really appreciative of the plant care that they give these plants. Now let's take a look at this begonia right here. I've been looking at this begonia as well. This is an Exotic Angels Costa Farms release. I just wish that there was a plant ID for it. And then we have a croton right over there. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the clearance plants. And again, the clearance plants are not bad looking at this location, especially a couple of days ago. I should have picked up that Dracaena white aspen. That was a really cool looking one. I don't know if it's here anymore. If it is, I would totally pick it up, but yeah. I keep going back to this. Should I get this waffle plant, this snow white waffle plant? I mean, I really don't need to be adding any more plants to my collection, as I've bought a lot more plants in the last couple of days. So you guys are getting me in this situation where I'm doing these daily big box plant shopping tours. And every time I go there, I'm tempted to either buy a plant. And then I let the gates loose the other day at the Walmart, because there was a lot of beautiful like Costa Farms trending tropicals. I ended up getting that philodendron golden crocodile. I don't regret it, but I need to have some self-restraint. I don't know, as plant collectors, if you guys have had that situation where you're just like buying and buying plants and you don't realize that by the time you bought plants for a week, you have over 100, and it starts to get overwhelming with the plant care. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the plants. So you can see right over here, we have a bunch of beautiful bromeliads. I might end up getting a bromeliad, but if I do get one, I'm going to be looking for one with like really white creamy variegation. I really like that look. And as you can see at this particular Lowe's, look at how they merchandise and stripe the plants by type, by genus, by color, by pattern. It's just very, very organized. It's very appealing to anybody who just wants to go buy a plant. Like if you weren't a plant collector, and do you see that lady over there? She is still watering the plants. And actually, to go by the back, I'm going to jump subjects, but she was telling me that when they actually try to water the plants at least once a week, and the plant care they do is they look for any dead browning leaves. So this is the reason why like this plant right over here by Trending Tropicals looks immaculate. So it's not necessarily that they were restocked. I did get some insight that she says they typically at this location get a lot more plants than the typical Lowe's, but I don't disagree. I would rather, if I was like Costa Farms or somebody that was distributing to a big box, send your plants to a location that takes care of their plants. So like here is just more plants right here. Notice how nice and full it is. We have another calathea right here. Can somebody please give me the calathea ID for this purple one that I often see? It's absolutely gorgeous. And then we have this pink Siam aglaonema right over here. And then another beautiful pink aglaonema right here. But yeah, these plants look absolutely stunning. I am probably going to add a couple more calathea this year to my collection. I'm getting a space actually where I have a really nice humidifier and the right lighting conditions. So we will see. But I did want to take the time again to thank all of the viewers, all of my subscribers. I call you guys my plant Foldies, for tuning in the live premieres. We've now moved it to 11 rather than 9 a.m. so everybody can join in during their lunch break. And then we have a 7 p.m. premiere where that's pretty much an evening plant party. The live chats are really fun. I love interacting with you guys. So I encourage anybody who is new to check out that and to not be shy to participate in the live chats. Let's go ahead and walk over here. So it looks like they have some bonsai. These are really nice. Love this ficus ginseng bonsai. Really nice looking plant. And then we have some more bonsai right over here. We have some hanging baskets here. This is a begonia, strawberry begonia. Very nice looking plant. We have a very healthy, lush looking philodendron Brazil right over here. We have some kind of fern right here. Let's take a look. So that is the fern. Really cute. I like how it has lighter leaves right over here. and it's in a smaller hanging basket. So if you see these at Lowe's, those are really nice. And then we'll take a look again at the bonsai. I love collecting bonsai. I actually got into plant care because of bonsai. That was my first love. And you can see right over here, this is an Ulma purvis, or an Chinese elm. I actually have one of those types of bonsai. We also have right here a philodendron cordatum, really nice hanging basket. I am in the hunt for the neon lemon lime looking version, but a really nice full plant. So if I see one, I'm definitely not going to go sleep on it. This one is a nice peperonia teardrop. And you can see that this Lowe's location, so they have all of those the space here, but you can see that they are overflowing with plants. Like, look at this beautiful anthurium right here. I love the raven black leaves. This would be a nice pairing with like a raven ZZ. And we have some typical red anthuriums right over here. But notice how they have racks and racks of overflow plants. I will say I'm glad that they're not just leaving the plants in pallets. This big box store is amazing. Love this Lowe's location. It is off of McDermott Road in Allen, Texas. So if you're in the DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth market, definitely check this location out. It's probably the best place to shop for plants. And here you can see there are some more Snow White waffle plants. I've decided I am going to end up getting one of these today. It's not that pricey, but we'll go ahead and take a look at the smaller plants like some of my subscribers have asked. So here we have a Snow White waffle plant. I don't know all of the plant cares, but it does look like it does require a little bit higher humidity. This one right over here is a Dracaena Janet Craig compacta. We have a beautiful Photonia plant right over here, and this one is called Pink Angel. These are $5.58 or $5.98 or something of that nature. We have a purple waffle plant, which I will eventually get. I probably should get the Snow White and the purple waffle plant because these are such healthy looking ones. I've seen these leaves get a little crispy, so I'm thinking that it's going to require a little bit more watering. Here we have another Syngonium right over here. Love my Syngoniums. I unfortunately had a little bit of a spider mite infestation with some of my Syngoniums, so some of the leaves got a little damaged. I'm treating it now with some neem oil. And then we have this beautiful Bilious. It's some type of ficus as well. And then what else do we have here? We have another one of these. That's really nice looking. I love the variegation. I'll go ahead and put it back into its shelf. But you can see there's just tons and tons of Snow White waffle plants. I gotta find the perfect one here. So when you go plant shopping at big box stores, you want to examine the soil, the leaves, the under leaves to see if there's any pests. And here we have it, guys. We have a gold baby ivy. Actually, this is my favorite type of Hydra Helix. I love the gold variegation, that Aurea variegation. I've talked about doing a Hydra Helix challenge and a Hydra Helix challenge with the subscribers. So we will see. Once I create an IG, we can go ahead and tag, but I am planning on getting a Hydra Helix very soon and doing a documentation of documentary of daily updates to see if it gets spider mites, what the plant care looks like and all of that. And it'll be like a whole month project. So stay tuned for that. And then we have another beautiful croton right over here. This one is a Sunny Star croton. Really nice looking croton. I am actually starting to love crotons just because the foliage of the leaves look really nice. I know a lot of people say that crotons, at least in the United States, are more of like a seasonal fall plant, but they are just as good of a house plant as any other plant. Well, and I say house plant, if you're going to grow them indoors, they're going to need to have a lot of light. We have some more spider plants here. This is a really cute one. Look at this. Very nice looking leaves. I love the hanging baskets from Costa Farms. They always have some of the best hanging baskets. And for the value, it's not that bad either. So that's something that if you're looking for hanging baskets, they do come in two varieties. This is a smaller variety, and then they have the bigger hanging baskets. This one right here is really cool. Every time I go to a Lowe's, I am just mesmerized by how beautiful this Photonia plant is. Look at how huge these leaves are. Look at that red veining. I can't get over the fact that it's such a beautiful plant. I would assume that this one would need a lot more water. So in terms of like growing it as a hanging basket, I don't know if it'll actually work for my space, but it may work for others. Now we have some more calathea right here. I love that Costa Farms has them in self-watering pots. I think that's going to make it easier for people who are heavy waterers to regulate the water. But this one right here is a calathea green goddess, and it is definitely a goddess. Look at how beautiful that is. Perfect leaves as well. And then we have another calathea, I would say medallion right over here. That's beautiful. And we'll just pan over again at the overflow of plants. I just love this Lowe's location. It looks like they just got restocked the other day, and these are the plants that came off the pallet. I will definitely frequent this big box store, Lowe's, to show you about updates, just because if they can keep plants as beautiful and lush as this, then I'm sure that they're going to get some really nice looking plants for the 2024 spring season. I'm really excited to see that. Here we have another type of is that a Hydra helix? Yes, it is. It's another Hydra helix right over here. You would think, as many times as I feature Hydra helix, that I grow a bunch of Hydra helix, or that's like my favorite genus. It would be one of them alongside with Syngoniums and Aglaonema if they just didn't get spider mites. So yeah, and then I am going to be scrounging around to see which purple, or not which purple plant, which Snow White waffle plant I'm going to end up getting. I'm going to get the smaller version rather than getting the 4-inch one. I think those are $7.97. I'm going to end up getting the $5.97 ones instead. And we have some more right here. So I'm just going to keep looking to see which one I'm going to pick up today. This is another beautiful Hydra helix right here. Like, look at how beautiful that is. Now, if it would just keep its foliage like that and not get like, you know, attacked by spider mites, I'd have a bunch of Hydra helix. Let me know in the comments if you agree, if you would grow a lot more Hydra helix if they were just not so spider mite prone. I just don't know like the science behind it, but yeah, they just get it. At least the 14 attempts I've done in the last 2 years, it just hasn't worked out for me. We have another philodendron hanging basket right here. This is a philodendron Brazil. Beautiful looking lush plant. I am in the search for a hanging basket Rio. If I'm going to get a philodendron type like this, I would get the Rio version just because I do like the creamy silvery stripes as well. We have another Epipremna Aureum Golden Pothos. We have another Strawberry Begonia, another hanging basket of Philodendron Brazil, another beautiful large form Fittonia, and this one is called the Pink Wave. So that is the plant ID that Costa Farms has given it. This is the Pink Wave, and these are very stunning leaves. Look at the veining, the pink and red veining. And then we have some more Epipremnum Aureum Golden Pothos. I don't know if you guys grow Epipremnum Aureum Golden Pothos. Let me know in the comments or in the chats. Are you a pothos fan? Does everybody have a pothos in their plant collection? Because if you don't, I would suggest it. I feel like that's how people start their plant journey, is by getting easy to care plants like pothos. There's nothing wrong with that. They actually bring me a lot of joy. I love the fact that it's easy for me to propagate. And then here we have some clearance plants right here. We have a Philodendron Pink Princess. I'm looking for that one particular Dracaena white aspen. It looks like it went away, but this is not a bad looking Aglaonema Pink Siam. So that would end up being like $9 versus the $19.97 full price. So that's not a bad deal. And that's the thing about like Lowe's, they do clearance out their plants. You just have to be very particular about your clearance plants and assume and know that there are spider mites, some type of like pest in these clearance plants. So you're going to have to like acclimate them, probably change out the soil and all of that. But I did see this right over here, this Aglaonema Frosted Ghost. Beautiful plant. There's a little bit too much damage on the leaves for me to actually rescue these ones now. I was thinking of like buying one more of these and repotting one of my other Aglaonema Frosted Ghosts to make a fuller plant, but these ones are going to be a no-go for me, unfortunately. Still good looking plants for somebody else, but yes, we have some more Crotons right over here. But for clearance plants, that's what I would suggest. If you're buying clearance plants, they are already like unhealthy and most vulnerable to pests, so they probably have some type of pest. Make sure you're spraying it down with like insecticidal soap, spraying them with neem oil, getting systemic granules if you choose to do so, and even repotting it. I know that when you buy a plant from big box stores, they say that you shouldn't repot the plant and to leave it, but for certain cases, I don't think it's a problem, especially if you're going to provide it with some really good soil. That's a beautiful Dracaena right over there, lemon lime. That's beautiful. And then we have some more lucky bamboo. What else do we have over here? That's the thing about big box stores. They go through so many plants that they eventually clearance them out. I just wish that Walmart, for instance, would be a little bit more aggressive in their clearancing, because then they'd still be able to move some plants. But this is the Dracaena I was talking about, the Dracaena white aspen. It's beautiful. I love the white margins on there. I saw one at Rubal's for like, $60, so it's a little bit pricey, and this one right here is actually $15.97 or $14.97, so that's not a bad deal for a 6-inch self-watering planter. I don't know, but this is what I'm talking about. Look at how beautiful this frosted goes aglaonema. You saw the clearance version, but look at it when the leaves are not damaged and they're perfect. Like, I will say more than 90% of their plants that are being displayed at this Lowe's are perfect in terms of just the presentation, their leaves, and all of that. And I didn't really want to like film the lady who was doing plant care maintenance. So she was watering, but she was also taking sanitized shears to cut the dead leaves and the browning edges off of the plants. So as you can see, that is the reason why these plants look so great at this Lowe's location off of McDermott Road in Allen, Texas. So please visit this and buy your plants here. Tell them that GrowFold sent you here. They're a really nice staff as well. But we have some more Dracaena right over here. Aglaonema, Calathea. I just like looking at the presentation they have. And then the afternoon light is really nice. Like, look at these bromeliads. I need to go get me some Osmocote too. That's a really nice slow release fertilizer. Really good for your plants. Look at that Majesty Palm right over here. I haven't tried the Miracle Grow Aroid tropical houseplant mix. I'm not down for Miracle Grow. I think that they always have like pests in their soil, like fungus gnats, but yeah. And then that one I just picked up was a Dracaena white aspen. Beautiful looking Dracaena. You don't see that often at big box stores, or at least as of late I haven't seen it. But yeah, look at all of this. Even the location isn't so crazy busy with people, so you can really take your time to look at the plants. I really enjoy giving you guys big box store shopping. So like, hopefully you guys are still going to enjoy it and won't get tired of these daily posts. I will try my very best to keep showing you guys these plants. It's just really nice to walk around and look at all this greenery. I think for me, besides plant shopping, just looking at the greenery is really a good de-stressor. I don't know if you guys would agree, but that's why I also do these shopping tours. I actually love looking at this Dracaena. It's like curling around like a little wave. This is by Live Trends. If somebody knows exactly what the plant ID for this Dracaena is, I would really appreciate it. Just leave it in the comments with the timestamp. And then also this Calathea right over here. If somebody can give me the plant ID. I see this often and it's absolutely stunning. I just love looking at all of these plants right here. And look at that, those kokedamas of bromelia. Very cute kokedamas. That's actually a good way to display your bromeliads. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this Lowe's. Would you visit it? I know I'm going to probably visit it in a day or two again to see if they get more plants. But look at that Regal Shield, Alocasia, all these lush hanging baskets, these orchids right here. Plants really do make people happy. They make me so happy. I love this bonsai right over here. More bonsai right here. Do you guys grow bonsai actually? Because I will be featuring some of my bonsai collection as well as spring approaches. I have a couple of Japanese maple bonsai. And we have some more golden pothos right here, hanging baskets. I love looking at those urban jungle planters. I just wish they were simpler in terms of just like not having so many patterns. Otherwise, I would be down for those planters as well. And we have some more hanging baskets right over here. Yes, so like these are the plants that are predominantly grown by Costa Farms. really good deal right over here for a lot of like 3.5-inch, 4-inch potted plants, 6-inch potted plants. I love that begonia. I've been looking at that one for a while. I might end up adding a begonia. And then this one right here is a shingle plant. I thought it was some other plant ID, so I was corrected on the comments. So really appreciate you guys for keeping me in check and making sure that I have the correct plant IDs. I want to make sure I'm accurate with that. And then let's see. I don't know, I keep walking around, and it's just really nice to see this lady doing plant care. She was now pulling like dead branches and dead leaves off of certain plants, cutting the edges of like the browning leaves. So that's really cool. I think as a plant collector, I need to be doing better with that. I will pass by like dead yellow leaves and just not pull it off the plant. It only takes a couple of minutes to do that maintenance, but yes, here's another croton we have here. I think I'm going to add crotons, but sometime in the summer. I just have to find the space. And then this is another beautiful Hedra helix. This one doesn't have a particular plant ID, but yeah, that one has some very delicate leaves. And then we have another beautiful croton right here. I have that variety. I got it for 50% off actually at Callaway's. Ended up getting it for like $8 for like a 6-inch potted croton. And I love this Balfouriana Aurelia, or variegated Aurelia. The one I rescued from another Lowe's a couple weeks back, I think 2 weeks back, is still doing well. I haven't seen any new growth, but none of the leaves have like fallen, and it's still looking pretty well. And then we're gonna look at all of these hanging baskets right here. I think if I were in the hunt for like a hanging basket, like a Philodendron Brazil, this would be the location I would buy from. But let's see what pink Snow White waffle plant I'm going to end up getting. There's so many varieties, and I'm looking at the leaves. They're not crisping at all, so these are like nice and fresh. I would assume that they just got out of the pallet within 24 hours, 48 hours ago. But let's take a look at some of these right here. So we have this one, really nice looking one right here. I love just like pink, cream, lavender variegation. This one's a pretty one as well. And I plan to put this in a very modern white planter near my sink in front of a window to get a lot of bright indirect eastern facing sunlight, so they'll get morning light, and there'll be enough humidity around it to where it doesn't brown and crisp. Plants like this, I don't know if you've ever heard of Protect. It is a silica solution that you can actually put in your plants that have like high variegation, and it actually helps the leaves from not browning. I've done it for my Monstera albos and my highly variegated albo plants, and they don't brown. So I will also put that eventually on my Snow White waffle plant. We'll see if it does wonders. I will eventually pick one, but I'm just going to keep walking around this plant shop right here to go show you some more plants. Not plant shop, but this big box store. And that lady is just being very diligent about her plant care. So awesome to see that. Look at these Majesty palms. There's a little bit yellowing there. She's probably going to get to that and just cut up those leaves. But yes, look at how beautiful these plants are. I might end up getting that purple calathea as well, but let's pan out. Look at this. So tranquil and organizing. And this is the plant I ended up getting, this purple waffle plant. We'll see how it grows for me. Thank you guys again, Foldies, for tuning in for this big box shopping tour. I will see you guys on the next video. Let me know what else you want to see on the channel, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. I love doing these videos. I work very hard to try to go see this while balancing a very demanding job. But yes, please go to this Lowe's location off McDermott Road in Allen, Texas. Bye.